If this message is for you, you're in your Nine of Cups here because you say so. You decided to think positively about this situation, despite someone trying to lock you up and make you feel like you're in a prison. They wanted you to think that you had to get on your knees and beg for everything that's coming towards you. But the reality is, you are the one that sent it on its way to you. You are the manifester in this book. You're worthy of love, and all of that love, I feel like for the most part, is coming from you. Self love is better than any other experience on earth. You're more than enough, and the best that you do is all that matters. So you are choosing to be brave at this time. If this energy is for you, you are a magnet, and a magnifying glass is the energy of looking at the fine print and seeing what is being hidden. And you're about to be shown exactly just how powerful you are. You're very powerful. You may be someone who can cast spells and use your words and use your mind to manifest all sorts of situations for yourself. You may have been opening yourself as a vessel to new entities to lead you in the right direction and move you forward. Whatever it takes, you are moving forward. You're not listening to anyone else's rules. Yes, no, maybe so. They don't give you permission. You're the one who decides where you go, and you've been spending a lot of time putting yourself into balance, doing that inner work and manifesting and just moving forward despite someone trying to snatch away the authority you have over your life to narrate the trajectory of your life and where you're going in your career. I feel like you're a master manifester, and this is something that takes time to keep yourself in this peaceful state of mind. Is not easy, especially is not as easy as you make it look. And, some people may call you delusional, but I see you as being a powerful manifester, and all of your dreams are coming true in this energy. So this is something that we're definitely going to get into this energy. Yeah, definitely stick around for that. And keep in mind that this is a general message. If you like to book something more personal with me, you can send your payment through PayPal. Include your question in the description, and I'll get back to you within that same day. All of my prices are in my bio, and I definitely look forward to working with you. Thank you so much for your business. All right, so let's get into this energy. It's a very nihilistic approach to the situation of going back to work for your boss, a boss that wants you back. And for some of y'all, it's like there's so much at stake here, but it seems like whatever broke you two up hasn't changed, and it's like there's really nothing you can say or do to make me come back. So I've recorded 2 readings for this energy already. The first one is if you're going back, if you say yes. The second one is if you say no. And so this one is like a maybe so kind of energy, like it's neither here nor there. I don't care either way is the vibe. And so you can check out those readings. I'll put links in the description, but it's just like there's so much wrong with this energy. Well, not necessarily the energy, but the situation that's got whoever's in this energy in this place. And it just feels like there's so much this person has to do to make up for what they've done that it kind of feels like you're smack dab in the middle and nothing is really making you budge. And like they can build a new system around you. I'm almost getting this image of someone who is living in one of those townhouses, one of those small townhouses that's surrounded by highways because they refuse to sell their house. Like that's the vibe. So what's going on in this energy? And also there's a commitment here. Someone made a commitment that it feels like you don't really have a choice at the end of the day. It's like if it's damned if I do, damned if I don't. I can say no and everything's still going to happen and play out the way it's meant to happen. I can say yes and it's like, well, we really didn't need your input at this point because we're already moving forward anyway. So let's get into this energy and what's going on, like regardless of whether you say yes or no, what's happening. So you've got the moon. Yeah, there's some illusions here. It feels like there's so many false pretenses, so many lies, so many games that at this point it's just like, just do what you're going to do, get it over with already. The commitment is there. Is like for some people, you could already be on a payroll, but the vibe was that they said that they were going to pay you, but they didn't. And now if you come back, then they'll pay you double. So it doesn't have to be that situation, but that's the general vibe. This is a general message. But the presence is overall that you're going to get what you need regardless, or the payment is going to come regardless, or something like this person is going to be removed. What else is here? You have the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords did come out in the first reading for the, was it? Yes. Yeah. So it was someone getting back what belonged to them. With that seven coming out, I'm seeing it as almost like a jackpot energy, but it's like 1 out of 3, or almost like 1/3 of what you would have gotten, or what you would have received. And with this vibe is that you're already going to have what you need to get done, what you came to do, or you're already getting what you, something like, the vibe was that there's a large lump sum and they may not be willing to give you what's yours or what's at stake for you, but you've got the key to the safe and you're just waiting for closing time or something. That's the vibe. Like, you're going to get what you need regardless of whether you get permission to do this or not. And now it's just like, it's just all talk. It's in one ear and out the other. It doesn't really matter, because it feels like whoever's in this energy is done with it. They're done with playing by the rules. You have Page of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, someone's definitely getting what they need. And also it feels like someone's taking the keys. I did mention that, but I'm seeing someone kind of snatching the keys off of a desk, like jumping over the desk and hopping in a car and hitting the road. And it's like, you have no idea where this person is headed, but they've clearly got a plan. What else is going on in this energy? What kind of illusions are we looking at? Regardless of whether you say yes or no, what's happening with this energy? 5:05 on the clock. Okay, so you have 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you're going to be living in your light regardless. You're living in your purpose, and this represents luxury and prosperity. Whoever's in this energy, you're definitely manifesting, and it feels like you don't care what the world is saying about your situation. You're not going to let anyone tell you that your world is chaotic or a horrible place to live in. The way you consider it is like, even whether you're employed, whether you're not employed, whether you have a home, whether you don't have a home, whatever the case is, it's like, you're not going to tell me that a child of God is homeless. Like, almost like you inherit the earth. That's the vibe I'm getting. And go with that. Yeah, I'm getting like, it doesn't matter what anybody says. Your feelings are all that matter at the end of the day. You're the one that's living your life. Someone wants to be the narrator of your life and determine the trajectory of your life, and that's just not going to happen. What else in this energy with the Queen of Wands here? Then you have the King of Swords coming out. This card also came out with the no answer. Yeah, so you have the energy from the yes and the energy from the no. Is regardless of the answers, almost like it's rhetorical at this point. Regardless of yes or no, you're going to continue moving forward. And also, I feel like this is almost like someone with an education. Like, they can give you the degree and say that you are technically a this or a that, but you already have the knowledge that you need to move forward in your life and with your career. Maybe you won't have a license when you drive, but you're cool is what I'm getting. Someone could be getting into a CDL license, going trucking or something. I'm seeing someone where a license for a certain career is very important, or some kind of certification to practice, or a license to kill for some people. I don't know what the case is. Like, you know how to use a weapon, you know how to aim, and you know how to hit your target, whatever that target is. This could be a target in business as well. Like, you could be someone with a business, I'm getting, that you know how to reach your goal regardless of what the population is saying, because you have the power to manifest. And sometimes just sitting at home and dreaming about this life of yours is what puts it into practice. Is what gets this ball moving. And I'm seeing you reaching your goals regardless. With this Page of Pentacles, what's going on? Also, I feel like you are moving exactly at the right time you're supposed to move. You could be relocating, but this feels like a physical business move. Like, something has happened. You know, when the housing market went down, and it's really bad for some people, but for others, if you have the money, then you can go buy yourself a house. You can go buy yourself 2 or 3 houses. And so it's a good thing for some people. And I feel like whatever the case is with this situation, It may not be good for everyone. Some people are suffering. Not everyone is suffering, though. Some people do have an advantage. And I feel like you are in this position to make a move that's going to impact the world in a major way. So, yeah, do something really important with this key, whether it's the key to life, the key to success, or the key to evolve. Yeah, you're moving very quickly and you've got a lot of passion, a lot of drive. So all the energy is here. Okay. Let's just get this nice and neat for the thumbnail. This is your energy. This is your energy. Okay, it's right here. Book a reading with me if you're resonating. So let's get deeper. You have this money coming out, this Nine of Pentacles. You got this Two of Pentacles. You got the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so let's see what's going on with this money. What do you need to know for your career? And I want to get a good shuffle because we've been pulling out the same cards. Now, I get it that Spirit is telling you the same thing. Is repetition. You probably hear other readings saying the same kind of stuff. But I want to make sure that we're getting the right message that's meant for you. So what do we need to know at this time, Spirit? What's going on with the money in the collective? Alchemy. Okay. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets transform situations. Whoa. Did we not talk about manifesting? Yeah. And that's the vibe. That dark energy is like you've got spells to cast. You already know what's going on. You don't even need to hear what's being said. And also, there's so much power in your words. There's so much power in the language, even the way you think. Before you even think it, it's just all of this is engine, and it's keeping your engine moving. The way you think, the way you speak about your situation, the universe hears it and it puts it into action. It's so real. Just like you type in a word in a search engine and you see that whatever you're looking for pop up is the same in your life. It's the same exact way. We're not just, connected to the internet for no reason. Things are moving in this direction because it's the reality of the rules of the universe, the law of attraction, the law of physics. So you're alchemizing this illusion, this delusion that's coming towards you, saying that you're in the dark. This is a dark period. These are dark times, and you're living in your Nine of Pentacles. You're manifesting, and as long as you keep your eyes on the prize, keep your mind in a positive place. Yeah, everybody around you could be pissed off, angry as hell, going through it, struggling, cursing God. And you're in the light this entire time. When this situation is over, you pick up the pieces. And I feel like it's not even going to be that big of a pile because you've been maintaining this entire time. And you keep on moving forward. What else do we need to know? Money in the collective, 11 love, and 11 on the clock. Money for the collective. What's going on for the collective? You got a lot of energy coming towards you. Direction. Do not deviate from your path. Attract a mentor if necessary. Plan where you want to be. So this energy, I feel like you're going to be riding this wave, like these electrical pulses, neurological links. What's another word, Spirit? It's like neurological connections, pathways, neural pathways. Something like we can think of what space looks like, but none of us have ever been there. All of it is in our head, is all in our imagination. And that's the vibe I'm getting. The way you imagine your world is exactly how it's being mapped out at this time. So you could actually be traveling through space because of the way you think. Astral traveling and all of that is very real. So I'm going to pull some home energy for your vibe and what's going on with your home. Because we're getting energy that it doesn't matter either way. Like it's all in your head, in your dreams. Your dream state is where things are really happening. So what's going on for the collective in the dream state for your money? Whoa. Okay, you have vase. A new opportunity will soon fill your life with vibrant possibilities. Yeah, we talked about this opportunity to move. It's almost like the market crash again. Like there's something that's going on around you that's putting a lot of people at a disadvantage. Spiritually, a lot of people have not been doing that shadow work like you've been doing. Mentally, you've been staying focused on the light. focused on yourself and your inner work. And I feel like that's really paying off at this time. It's like there's going to be a lot of darkness around you, but you're shining your light very bright and it's paying off. Magnifying glass. You have truth, revelation, and awareness. So hidden truths are about to be magnified. Prepare to face them. And this preparation, I feel, goes with you being able to take whichever direction is planning on landing on. Like basically what I'm getting is whether it's a yes or it's a no, you being prepared for either or is basically just keeping your eyes on where you want to be. And that's where you want to go. It doesn't matter which direction you take, you're still going to get there. There are so many paths to this truth, I feel, with this energy. So yeah, let's take some cards from our clarifiers. So let's do some affirmations. So I feel like with this energy that you're in, you're going to see just how much power you have, and you're stirring this ship. It almost feels like a ship on wavy, stormy waters. And whether you have a crew or not, or whether you're surrounded by pirates, I feel like you understand that the energy is yours. What are we affirming? Whoa, okay. I am worthy of love. You're surrounded by love at this time. Love that you're worthy of. You're worthy of that education. You're worthy of that new job, that new career choice. Everything that you're planning, you're worthy of it. As long as you can dream it, it's yours. So it just feels like whether someone says you're accepted or you're not, or you're allowed or you're not, you're getting permission because you are the one who gets to decide. You're the one who decides. I choose to be brave and take a leap of faith. Yeah, you're definitely moving forward and very quickly. In spite of the illusions and in spite of the chaos, you're moving forward. I feel like there's so much money here, but it's seen in different ways. There's different ways that you can value this money. You can value the resource of a coin or a card, say it's a credit card or a coin that represents a value, or a dollar bill that represents a value, a check. You know, there's all these ways to turn money into paper or currency. But this vibe is like the resource is water. The resource is the sun. The resource is the earth. And most importantly, the resource is your mind and the way you think. Stay above all. Love is a powerful energy for you. There could be new love in your life. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. You don't have to try any harder than you're capable of. That's also an asset. That nonchalance. Yeah, because I've got this vibe like when you push beyond your means, you start all this kind of chaos. Like, is a competitive energy, people trying to go faster than you, to trying to get to this place before you. But it's all yours anyway. Everything that's meant for you is yours. And like I said, if you stop altogether, the whole world stops. Anyone who's competing with you, they're like, okay, well, now what? What do I do? They don't even know why they're here. But with this energy, this vibe is that the power goes with you. So let's keep going with this energy. What else do we need to know for the yes or the no? Going back to work with your boss, staying at home, starting your own business. What else is going on? It's like the boss can do it without you. He's been doing it all this time without you. If this person didn't give you the position to be an authority, is like they had you begging on your knees anyway. They wanted you. That's really what I feel like the position is for. Whoever's in this energy, I feel like the whole point was to have you on your knees. That's what was making them feel important and special. So they wanted you in this subservient position. And as long as you agree to it, then the games continue. It's like, we're play acting here. They had you all dressed up in this period piece. Like, no, that's not going to work this time. So you're a queen. This is not the 1800s or whatever the case is. You have 8 of Swords. Yeah, they definitely want you to be a slave and play that role as a slave. But you're definitely doing what you love to do and you're getting paid. whether or not it's in money, whether or not it's in dopamine rush, the excitement, the thrill of just working on your own. You love what you do. And I feel like whoever's in this energy, yeah, they wanted to trap you. But even if you go back, you still have that power to know that you could have left, you could have walked away. And if you do walk away, you know that the door is open if you ever decide to go back. The door is always open. You have Nine of Wands here. It's like the war is never done. The battle is never over. There's always more room to fight. There's always something else to argue about. And this is the energy that they thrive in. So you're more than welcome because you have a sharp tongue, you have a sharp mind, and they love that type of energy. Okay, one more card for this. You going back, yes or no? What's the energy we're in? What's the result? Yeah, I just feel like there's such a powerful force in this energy. You've got Judgment. You've got the Three of Pentacles, a collaboration. They want to work with your passions. They want to work. They're using you as a resource, and your passions are coming off as a resource to them. I'm going to go again. I feel like they are definitely in judgment at this time because it feels like you decide the Hierophant is coming out. You decide. Yeah, they're definitely in judgment at this time. So one more card and then we'll close. Yeah, with this energy. Should I go back? Should I stay? What happens if you stay? What happens if you go back? There's so many cards coming out right now. The Devil card is coming out. Three of Swords in reverse. Five of Cups. Let's cut the deck. Okay, you got Nine of Cups. So this is the vibe, like, with all of those cards that came out, the chunkiness of it all and everything is like, I feel like you're so numb to the situation. I'm seeing you winning millions. I don't know where that's coming from, but I feel like when this money comes in, it's not going to have any effect. Like the way they say when you're about to win something and something really big and grand is coming towards you, you know, play it out and really feel it and get excited. But I feel like this is like, it's neither here nor there. I feel like you no longer care in this energy. Like you can be happy about it, but after all this trauma that they put you through and having you on your knees, begging, pleading for attention for just one last leg up in the situation so that you wouldn't go down in defeat. They wanted everything but your love. And now all of a sudden they're like, you're more than enough. You know, you get to choose. I feel like what this vibe is, you're looking at the fine print and you're seeing that your heart is what matters. They put your heart on the plate and that just wasn't acceptable. You had to alchemize that energy by using spells, casting spells. You might have even had to open yourself as a vessel to all sorts of entities. For some of y'all, it's not going to resonate with everyone, but I feel like you remain balanced in that situation. And there was this energy that you could go either way because nothing really matters at this time. You're living in your reality and all of that isn't manifested on your own. So it feels like you're sitting on your throne at this time because you are the one who created this kingdom. Thanks so much to everyone who stuck around to the end. I love you guys.